Hello ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to take a quick look at the PlayStation Vita and some of the basic functions and the games that it has. So first of all, to turn on your PS Vita, there is an on button here. When you first initially turn it on, you would hold this button to turn it on, or you hold it to turn it off. But the way to actually do it is this button here. This actually wakes it up, and it's also the home button. And as you can see, this is the splash screen. The initial splash screen is the touch screen, the front touch screen. And to unlock your Vita, you have to slide over this thing right here to kind of open it up. So there you go. It starts out like that. And so as you can see, there's a variety of different applications that it starts out with. The ones that it doesn't start out with is obviously Uncharted. And at the bottom here you see there's Ultimate Marvel and Lumines. Those do not start with it. But there's a different variety of apps, as you can see. There's the Welcome Park, where it kind of teaches you all the basics of the touchscreens and the gyroscope and all that stuff. You have Party, where, yes, finally, a Sony console has Party Chat. So you can do it on your Vita now, which is great. The PlayStation Store, you got Near, which is that cool little feature with Vitas that you can use the 3G or the Wi-Fi to connect to other users, just to literally, you just connect to them. Kind of like Street Pass in the 3DS, but a little bit more sophisticated in that you get, well actually, I guess it's kind of the same. The only reason it's more sophisticated is because 3G allows you to do it anywhere pretty much that 3G covers for AT&T. And then you have Friends List. Basically, it's your PlayStation Network Friends List, and if you already have a PlayStation Network account on your PS3, you can link them together and just make it one account. You have group messaging, so you can have kind of like a group chat. With texting instead of voice chat. Then you have trophies, and those are also linked to your PlayStation 3 if you share the same account. You have photos, because of the two cameras, you can also put photos on there and look at them, take videos, etc. Then you have the browser, basic internet browser. Then this is Uncharted, I put that at the top after I installed the game. Then there's music, you could put different, any kind of MP3 on there you want. You got Google Maps. That was a pretty cool application. I tried it out with the 3G. It works just as well as a cell phone would. You have Remote Play. And unlike the PSP, which barely used it, this one is supposed to be able to let you play games from your Vita and on your PS3 and back and forth. And it's supposed to work a lot better than the PSP ever did. Content Manager is something you install into your PC or use it to go on your PS3. And basically, it allows you to transfer different file types onto your Vita and back and forth. Videos, you can eventually they're going to have a Netflix thing going on. You can rent or download movies from the PlayStation Store, or you can transfer movies from your PC or PS3. However, I haven't figured out what the file type you're supposed to use is, because I tried using the same type I used with my iPod and it didn't work. So it's got to be a different file type, I assume similar to that of the PSP, to allow you to put movies on here. But of course the Vita is HD to an extent. I think it's 720p, I think. I don't remember. But it's supposed to be very good movie quality, so that's there. You got settings, just modify all your settings, and then network operator, that's how you connect to your AT&T wireless, or if you're, in different areas of the world, in Europe or whatever, it's whatever phone company that Sony decided to go with. And then when you click on that, it basically takes you to the homepage of that phone service, and you can sign up and create a 3G account, so you can use your Vita on the go anywhere. And at the bottom you got Lumines and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which are the games. So let's go ahead and check out some things. First and foremost, just to kind of give you guys a preview, this is Welcome Park. And it basically, I did a lot of the tutorial stuff already just to kind of try it out, but you can let's see what it says. It usually says something at the beginning. There you go. Is it going to tell me? Oh, it's not. Usually what happens is a voice will tell you to try and do a certain challenge, because it's brand new, and so you're trying to do all these different functions. So you got your touch, teaches you how to use the touch rear and front screen. You have your camera, the face, which you can make faces out, is a really weird feature, but they have it. Microphone, gyro, and then this is actually using the camera itself. So let's go ahead and let's just do this basic one. So as you can see, it's digit chase. Here you can try out some things using touch, make the numbers disappear in the correct order, yada yada. I'll just show you guys some basic gameplay functions with this one.
Ready, go.
Alright. So you just got to tap the numbers in order. One cool thing about the PS Vita is it does have multi-touch. As you can see there, it does have multi-touch. I'm multi-touching there. Ah, crap. There we go. So that's one of the examples. It has a lot of different games like that. So if you continue, I think this is the one with the back screen. Oh no, this is the flick and drag. So this teaches you how to drag stuff. This you have to drag the numbers in order, and it kind of lifts it in the back, as you can see. There's 3, there's 4, there's 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Oh, it didn't quite beat my fastest time. So this one's pretty cool. It utilizes the back touch screen. So as you'll see, I'm just touching the back, literally. So I'm touching the back of the screen right now, and it can detect how hard you push the back of it. Obviously, it's not necessary to go super strong, but if you touch a little bit more force, and you hold your finger there, it goes a little bit higher. See? All the way up. This one's a little hard. I always have trouble with this one. Ugh! There we go. So that's kind of an example of Welcome Park. We'll go ahead and go to the main menu from here. You'll also notice something with the PS Vita, and it might come as a shock to a lot of people, is that it does actually utilize touch a lot more than you would want, but it's not enough to annoy you. Like, it doesn't force you to use touch in a lot of the different games, but they do have options there. So, to get back to the main menu, you have to push the PlayStation button, which is the home button, essentially. And if you want to, so what you can do is you can actually put the application like to sleep or to the side, or you can close it. And also, if you go down here, you can actually see, this is some of my friend's statistics. The Cheska from the Tester, Season 2. This is all the stuff. She also was playing with her Vita, obviously. And this is kind of the new feature they have, is where you can see what your friends have been doing in that specific game. So it shows that Cheska earned a trophy in Welcome Park, Skate Access Prize, Bronze. So it's pretty cool. And it talks about, you know, different stats they have, what they do. So to close it, all you have to do is this little thing here, drag it, and it's gone. Application is now closed. So, party chat. I haven't done much of that yet. There's not really much to it. Because right now, I haven't really tried it with any friends yet, but I will try it eventually. Essentially, it's exactly what you think it is. You can party chat, and you can keep it kind of open in the side, similar to like an iPod or like a computer, basically. And of course, you got your PS Store. This one everybody knows about. It's pretty much identical to the PlayStation Store and the PS3. Right now, it's using my wireless connection. I turned off the 3G, FYI, just because I didn't want to use up all the battery. Because having 3G and Wi-Fi on does take up more battery. However, it does allow better connection and more connectivity. Anyway, here you can go through pretty much everything in the store. You can actually even look at PS3 games for the minis that you would play on PSP or PS3. Eventually, they're going to have, you know, cross-compatible games, but they don't really have those quite yet. But as you can see, they have the full, pretty much the early lineup. A lot of, so you got Asphalt Injection, BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend, Dungeon Hunter Alliance, EA Sports FIFA Soccer, Escape Plan, F1 2011, Hot Shots Golf, Little Deviants, Lumines, Michael Jackson The Experience, Mod Nation, Rayman, Ultimate Marvel, Uncharted Golden Abyss, Virtual Fighter 4, Super Stardust Delta, and Wipeout 2048. So those are some of the, and Mod Nation, those are some of the launch titles that they have in the store. Like they said before, you can either buy them on the store digitally, or you can buy them like I have on the small little tiny discs. If you remember, this is the Uncharted one. You can buy them on those too. So it just depends on what your preference is. Right now I have Lumines as a digital title, and I have Uncharted and Ultimate Marvel as physical copies. You can also, you know, download movies. You can basically everything you do in the PlayStation Store. Pretty much the same. The near functionality is pretty interesting, but it's not going to work right now because my 3G is off. I don't think. Yeah. Let's start it anyway. Let's see if it works. It might work with Wi-Fi. Okay, so what this is basically, it's like the 3DS Street Pass, and it allows you to set your location or it allows you to enable the Vita to send out a signal to kind of detect where you are. So it gives you a general area, and every time it finds a Vita near you, it kind of says what they're playing, what games they're playing, what games you're playing, and it sends those data between each other. And supposedly, some games in the future are going to have specific, things that you can unlock by doing near. So, like, an example would be, I mean, this isn't real, but an example would be if if you're playing Ultimate Marvel and you find someone else who's playing Ultimate Marvel, connect with 20 people and you unlock a costume for one of the characters. That's the kind of thing they're doing. But other than that, there's not too much to it. It's pretty fun to fool around with, but nothing I really need to show off right now. So I think I'll stop it there, and I'll split this video, and then I'll go to part 2, and we'll explore some more of the functionality of the PlayStation Vita.